Welcome back to yet another episode of Dark Souls, and in the previous one we managed to get in the Tomb of the Giants, painstakingly through the catacombs, but hopefully now that we don't have unrespawning zombies and skeleton wheels chasing us, we're gonna be able to deal with things just a bit better. Also upgraded my weapon to +10, which is a bit of an overkill considering there's a good chance I might have to replace it soon. But I'm just gonna stick with it. I think there's a good chance of me just doing things the right way. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. I forgot. Oh! Don't sneak like that on the oh, fucking Patches. I told you he's not to be trusted. Ah, god damn it. I just upgraded my weapon, and it's very fresh. It's been freshly sharpened, and I'm gonna find you, mate. So yeah, he threw us off. Not nice, and you can see that we're not the first ones. There's 3 more corpses here. Thankfully, at least we got the souls and the skull lantern, which will be pretty useful in this case. I did want to go down, but I forgot that this cutscene triggers. So now we can see stuff. Yeah, that's pretty useful actually. That's really useful. Oh, hi. Nope. Careful to... There are 2 fierce hollows who were her escorts, and somehow they managed to die and she didn't. Hello, hollows. Oh, there we go. Fierce, you say? They're no match for my +10 upgraded sight. Maybe they are. I'm no match for my sight. I'm my own biggest enemy. Yeah, of course, there's 2 of them. Ah! This is like a mini boss fight of sorts. Oh my god, I really don't remember ever fighting them. Is that a bad thing? That's a pretty bad thing. And they apparently go through armor, which I'm not a fan of. Ah, I don't see anything, man. Ugh. But I do enjoy the implications of this. I always hate fighting 2 enemies at once. Oh god, no, please leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm afraid I'm gonna fall off the cliff. Okay. Just get in the zone and just deal with them like you would do with any other enemies. He's circling me around. I'm not gonna fall for that trap. A backstab is fine. I'm okay with that. One thing that's keeping me back from just doing more damage is that I don't have a lot of dexterity. I have a lot of everything except the dexterity, I think. Well, not even that a lot of. I just, because I was putting some points into strength and some into dexterity. Oh! Damn it. Damn it. I was trying to say, because I was putting some points into strength and some into dexterity, I just don't do a lot of damage with a dexterity-based weapon like this one. Oh, even though I warped, it didn't save me on that bonfire. That's good to know. So let's go back there, and let's try not to die. Oh, yeah, by the way, me dying will become a bit more common here, just because I haven't experienced this part of the game that many times. I think I've only went through Tomb of the Giants once. And although I beat Ornstein and Smough like 5 or 6 times in total, I mainly stopped my playthroughs there, and that's essentially because of how annoying some of these late stage areas are. And it is very okay, I managed not to die. And it's very noticeable, just the lack of, not quality I would say, but the lack of thought put behind all of these new areas. They all introduce some forms of mechanics which are just different or interesting in some sense.
Oh, well, I did you wrong. Please,
Yeah, you know.
For heaven's sake, wait.
He gave us the humanities. You know what, Patches? I can deal with 2 of those. But I don't really like you, so I'm gonna just get rid of you, if that's a thing. I'm not sure if he's gonna actually come around and try to get me. I think that's exactly what he's gonna do, which will prove to be quite spooky, but I'll just fall down and try to kill him down here. Or maybe he just ran away. I'm not sure. We'll find him eventually. He can't be that far. That's exactly what I was trying to say. But yeah, I haven't played this late areas all that much. And I think it's noticeable just by the fact that I got really lost in the catacombs and I'm really lost in the Tomb of the Giants now. Are you gonna strike me? There we go. Yes, you are finished. What did you ever? You just pushed me off a cliff, mate. Like, that is not really... He gives away... Oh my god. Okay, okay. I said... Oh, maybe I'm not gonna be able to equip it. That's the best news I've had all week. Oh my god. Okay, that's pretty decent actually. So yeah, even though we were... I was just talking about how I'm lost in these areas. I think it's pretty telling, just the fact that I haven't been here before, and I stopped at Ornstein and Smo in most cases, just because I think that's basically the peak of Dark Souls. And I'm not saying that the game should stop there or anything like that, it definitely wouldn't be a fitting conclusion, but it's just one of those points where I feel like it is a good point to end whenever you're just on a new run, just trying to explore a build maybe or something like that. It's basically a point to which you can get if you just maybe rush through the game, if you're doing speedruns or whatever. The last time I did it was when there was a Return to Lordran event, and in that particular event, really, he strikes faster than I do. There we go. In that particular one, I just basically got really strong early on. I just managed to beat Ornstein and Smo and just helped other players do it. I didn't go much further than that, and I think that severely impacts just how well I do in these cases. So we just killed them, and I did banish them. Vince and Nico. Thanks for the miracle, but we'll not be using it. Okay, so now that I got that out of the way, and I put a little disclaimer that I'm terrible at these games, which you probably need at this point, I'm just gonna go explore the rest of the Tomb of the Giants. Thankfully, with the lantern, we're at least able to see a little, but it does put away your shield. And that's obviously something that's not necessarily something you want to happen. Can they not... Do they just not take damage? Oh, they do. I just managed to miss a few times. They're odd enemies, but thankfully they're rather easy to deal with. So yeah, all of these areas have some kind of a gimmick to them. And of course the catacombs don't really have it, since they're a starter area of sorts, but this now area has a very dark gimmick to it. You basically can't see anything. And I like the idea. I really like the idea. I think it's a neat concept. And they try to reintroduce it in Dark Souls 2 with the torches, but I think that what they did later on is they gave up the gamma and the lightness, the overall brightness of the game, so it wasn't as dark, which I understand the decision behind that, because obviously it's annoying to play with, and especially from the feedback that they got with the players from the first game. I would imagine that they thought it was maybe not cheap, but definitely it went in a direction where people didn't want the game to go, and it's just scary to kind of play around, and I guess that's the reason why they changed it. So, okay, now I know there's gonna be some very scary enemies up ahead, and I'll try to kind of circumvent them, but I don't think there's any way to go about it. I think we just either have to make a run for it or just try to kill them. Wait a second, is this where I was just before? No, of course not, can't be. Yeah, of course there's a skeleton to the right here. It's a skeleton doggy. Dogo? Dogo. Doge. Come on. They're really scary. I would like to show you how he looks like, but I'm afraid he's gonna come at me. He's not really a skeleton doggy. He's like a human on 4 legs, which makes it a bit creepier. Oh god, right, I knew that they could charge. I was waiting for him to do that. I forgot how to deal with them though. Except just not suck. Ooh, that would help. Okay. What gets me, even though when I played these areas before, I would usually just run through them, and I definitely think that's the best strategy you can have, just because of how hard some of these enemies are. But I don't want to do that, obviously, for the sake of the video. I think it's a bit more interesting if I manage to die a few times. Maybe I'll learn something, and then I maybe share that knowledge forward. But yeah. My souls are here. That's a bit odd. I managed to get all the way back here from there. That's surprising, to say the least. Oh well. I'll go back to the skeleton doggy, and then I guess I'm not that far, so I'm not gonna cut or anything like that. In fact, I'm just right around the corner. Ah, not again. I just tried to pull out my lantern. How can you deal so much damage? That's ridiculous. I'm not sure if I should one-hand my weapon or two-hand it to deal more damage, or how even I should go about tackling him. Maybe sidestep, but the problem is I don't see where I am. I'm really afraid I'm not just gonna fall off the cliff. But I guess if he can walk around, please stop. I can walk around too. Wait, this is a corner? Isn't this where I came from? I thought there was a passageway there. Oh! End me, please. Okay, back at the doggy. So, I've resorted to cheesy strategies. I can manage to kill the dog, even though I figured out that there's a lot more space to fight him there. He just has some weird lock-on mechanics or sweeping attacks that just manage to get me wherever I am. And instead of dealing with him, and every time I actually go through him, I'll just... I think I'll make a run for it. Let's... Really? Really? Like, I swear I did not plan this. Oh my god. Doggy! Alright, let's try this again. Okay, let's pretend that that did not happen. So, I was trying to kill the doggy, but because he has some sweeping attacks and some attacks which I can't dodge, and that for the love of me I cannot beat him, I'll just try to run past him and not die like I did just a second ago. Alright, that didn't happen, of course. What are these lock-on attacks? Ah, leave me alone. Go away, doggy. I should just run and just hold this out and just dodge. Yeah. I think this is the right way to go. I remember falling down somewhere here and god damn it, way too many doggies. Here, I think this is the place. And then right in here, no, this is not the place. Okay, right down here somewhere. More doggies. Okay, I'm not a fan of doggies. Not a fan of 3 doggies. Oh man, 3 doggies. Way too many doggies. Way too many. I love dogs, don't get me wrong, but not this kind. I'm not sure if I can just drop down. Let's just drop down. There's... yeah, we could. Nice. Okay, we're home free. So, see, that was so much easier. There's no point in trying to fight any of these enemies, in my opinion. They just... there's no point, really, because they're way too difficult, you can't see anything, and they're hard to deal with. And for that reason, I just decide to omit them. I think there's maybe something hidden here. Not sure. Guess not. I thought there was a bonfire very close nearby, but I guess not. And especially if you have to consider that you have to go from that bonfire to here, which is the boss of this area, every single time, and having to kill those enemies, it's a tall task and order, and I just rather not do it. Thankfully, this is a bit brighter, yeah. Or maybe there's another bonfire coming up ahead. I just thought it was the boss for some reason, but it's not. Thankfully, we see what's going on here now. We can actually deal with enemies just a bit, just a bit better. Especially these snaky skeleton guys that come from the ground. I think they ambush you. Yeah, I knew it. There is one thing I still remember, and that is that this game is not. Did you see how the arrows curved? The arrows curved to me. That's I can't say that it didn't catch me off guard, but really, will I wait for this guy to come to me? I can't. I don't have the patience or the stamina to do that. I guess you can just disappear. That's fine too. Will it come back if I come close? Oh god, okay. I remember here being another guy, but whatever. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. Will all of this come up? I think so. I'm not sure. Why don't I remember any of this? More pinwheels? Why not? Thankfully they are just pinwheels. They're not that difficult to deal with. I don't remember any part of this area at all. It's so bizarre. I think I have a pretty good memory for things like this, but apparently not. Apparently like, okay, if one pinwheel kills me, then you can say you're a scrub. But you know, there's more of them. I think it's up here. I don't see any other way where it could be. It's right here. Okay, so let's try to fight the boss with only one Estus flask. And again, it's a very similar concept to the previous one, where you drop down And I have a very bold claim here in the fact that I'm not gonna make it. I really don't want to make this run again. I really also didn't really remember that area from before, but I guess it's there. And I guess because I always ran through it, I don't remember what's going on. But one thing that you have to take into account here is that we're gonna be facing a very special boss. Nito, he's one of the Lord Souls or the Lord bosses that we have to deal with. And what's maybe not as good is that he spawns skeletons as well. So of course, like any other enemy, he's also some kind of a necromancer which can be enemies from the dead. And the problem is, I did mention that before, if you kill the main guys and then kill the skeletons, then you can kill the skeletons and they won't come back. But in this case, you can't really kill the boss first because obviously he has a bit too much HP. So the way to deal with them usually is to have a holy weapon which can bring them down, you can kill them, and then you can just kill the boss rather easily that way. Because I don't have a holy weapon, I imagine this might be a lot harder. So yeah, let's see what happens. A very short cutscene, and for some reason you take full damage here. That's just something that you can't go around at. But yeah, the skeletons that he spawns are actually really annoying, and the fact that they keep coming back is also pretty annoying. And I have to remember which attacks he has. God damn it. I never did that without killing the skeletons first. I'll give it a good shot, but if it's not gonna work out, then I'm just gonna equip a holy weapon. I'm gonna go to town at them, and then I'm gonna actually fight Nito. But I'm not really sure how you're supposed to do it with the skeletons still alive. There's more of them? Oh yeah. Of course there's more of them. There's a lot of them. Oh, he can kill them too, which I guess is the silver lining. Oh, no way. No way, there's way too many of them. I never realized how many skeletons there are that he spawns. Oh, God. Okay, okay. There has to be some way to cheese it. I didn't mean to fall off the cliff. That's one way to cheese it. No, there has to be some way to cheese him, but I'm really not aware of one. I think just for the sake of my patience and my own sanity, I'm gonna find a holy weapon, I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna meet you back at the boss gate. So, I hope you forgive me for this, but be right back. Okay, we're back at the Tomb of the Giants, and I'm trying to make another run to Nito here. I did it once, I died, I decided not to include it and edit it out, just for the sake of you not having to see the same thing 3 or 4 times over and over again. But what I managed to do was get a longsword upgraded to a Divine Longsword +5, which should hopefully allow us to kill the skeletons and allow them not to come back, and we can just deal with them that way. I did try to make one run here without a skull lantern, and it's hard. I'm not used to the area. It's very dark and scary, and I'm not a fan. So I just decided it would be a better idea to just equip the lantern and try to make another run that way. What's really good about these areas, if you just traverse them and just go about them like I did, is that when some enemies, you can lure them off, so it's a very good way to farm souls, and in some cases that's something you would probably want to do, especially if you're stuck on a boss. Get some more levels, get some more upgrades. It never hurt anybody. There, come on. I missed him before, but at least you have the chance to see him now. Okay, what you gonna give us? I think it was Twinkling Titanite and some green Titanite shards. And I needed green Titanite shards before for my Divine Longsword, which is now at +5, but I didn't manage to get them, so I just popped all my souls and did some farming, and yay. Now I have a weapon which can kill the skeletons. I mean, even the previous one could kill the skeletons, but they would come back, which I guess is not really killing them. Do you kill somebody if they die and come back? That's a good question. That's a really good question, because the definition of killing, I'm not sure if it's the definition of killing, but I would imagine if something dies, you kill something when something dies. But if something dies and is genuinely dead, but then comes back, are you still considered that you killed them? Maybe not. Let's ponder philosophical questions some other day. Let's try to actually do this and beat this boss, because he's been giving me a headache. I really hate this area, by the way. I really hate this area. Not a fan at all. Let's just do some cheeky backstabs. You know, maybe not the most honorable way of going about this. There we go, that's how you dodge it. Whenever you hear the scream, you have to wait a bit. You shouldn't dodge immediately. It's one of those noob traps, I guess, that whenever you see an attack coming at you, you just dodge immediately. But the fact is that you shouldn't. You should really wait for the attack to actually come in, so you can dodge it and use your iframes to their greatest perfection. And this is exactly what I'll be trying to do here. So right now, no. I'm not sure. Does it take different lengths of time? That hit me. Okay, that just clipped my hitbox, I feel. I'll heal just in case, because that screaming attack is gonna get me again. Oh god, it's always longer than I thought it's gonna be. Okay, let's heal. Do that stompy attack and then I can actually get you, I think. There we go. Even though it's at +5, we're not dealing that much damage, but at least we have a lot of stamina to spare, so that's pretty good. There's 2 of them. I think I can lure them both. That's good that they don't just charge immediately, but they give you some leeway. But of course now we have to fight 2 of them, which is not what I would want to be doing in this situation. Nevertheless, I think if we just handle them... Oh, Nito is right behind us. Yeah, this arena is just one big circle. Just... Okay. Again! Ah! I always roll too fast. There's something about this attack that gets me. I will learn eventually the timing. You just have to ingrain it in your mind. And you do that by just practicing and just trying to beat the boss a million times, and then one of those times it works. And one of those times it doesn't. Okay, so we're very close now with... Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. That was perfect timing. You mustn't panic. Oh, I didn't even hear it that time. I didn't think it would do the same attack so fast again. That was my bad. Oh, I didn't see him swinging. I did manage to hit him. Before I even managed to kill any of the skeletons, I'm just gonna die because of that screaming attack. At least we have humanity, so that's good. I'm just afraid he's gonna be right behind us. Well, he's not right behind us, he's rather close. I should have baited him one by one. There we go, perfect dodge. Well, not perfect, but good enough. He's dead. Can you guys not jump around, please? I know you're not that of course I would just walk into that. That's Yufu special. Oh, I dodged, but right into the pillar from the ground. Ah, okay. We're gonna get you, A +5 weapon apparently isn't strong enough to deal with this. No, it is, but it's just, I'm bad. Okay, I'll meet you back at the boss. Alright, we are back again, so let's hope that I'm not actually gonna be able to make it this time. I don't know who had the idea to make this run from the bonfire to here so long, but it's so tedious. Imagine just having to kill all of those enemies over and over again. That's why I said that these areas feel very incomplete, especially the first part. Nothing really loops around, or nothing really unlocks any significant shortcuts. There's a lot of qualms that people had with... a lot of similar quals that people had with Dark Souls 2, but the thing was that even though Dark Souls 2 was designed in a different way, didn't have so many shortcuts, it had more bonfires to compensate, so you can actually teleport from fight to fight to boss, and that's what made it feel much better in my opinion. Why is it so hard to dodge that? I swear it's different timing every time. But again, this is just speculation. I'm not sure if it actually is different timing. But I have learned that I have to deal with them much faster. Otherwise... Now! Yes! Okay. I need to count like 1, 2, 3, 4. Now! Yay! Okay. I'm getting a hang of it. Again? 2, 3. Yeah, there we go. No. No. I said it now, but then it came out. I was supposed to press dodge, and I did, but the problem was just Hello, skeleton. Please come at me. I'm not sure if he raised more. No. Ah, I dodged it, but in the rock. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Again? No. Ah! I say now, but... Yeah. Okay, I need to heal up. I can kill them very fast. I can kill them in 4 shots because 2 stagger them already. Why is it so dark? Again, how did that hit me? I was out of range. That was not... Oh my god. It clipped my hitbox, I guess. Ah, well, you know what that means. Make another run for it. Meet you back at the boss. Okay, take 5. It's gonna be funny if I take less time to beat this boss than the gargoyles. And this is by far my least favorite boss. Not least favorite. Nah. Ah, god damn it. I say now, but... Another one. No. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, let's just regain our composure. Let's backstab these fools, and that's gonna be the way to go about this, I think. The fact you can just do those attacks immediately when the skeletons swarm you is a cheap shot. Let's not pretend it's anything else but a cheap shot. What the hell are these attacks even? Nito? We cannot be friends if you do this. We cannot be friends. I thought I was gonna be like, sure, you know, we might hang out sometimes and just like do fun things together, but if you're gonna do things like this, like spawn blades beneath my feet, then I think, you know, this friendship is actually not gonna last that long. I actually managed to get 2 of them. Okay, that's great. Now, no, I rolled a bit too soon. Now I'm overcompensating, which is also never good. But okay, at least we got 1 skeleton down. Come on, 1 more. I know you want to die. I know you want to die. You're already dead, basically. You're already a skeleton. So let's not pretend you want to be anything but dead. So just do me a favor and drop down. Thank. Now. No. How entertaining is it me trying to time this and failing every time spectacularly? Ah, okay, God. There we go, okay. Whew. I was trying before... trying to find a soul. I figured that one of the special weapons is a holy weapon that you can craft from the souls, but I totally forgot where you can trade them in to get the better one. I mean, to get those... So I googled and I didn't find anything, and then decided it's gonna be probably better for me to just use the soul and just maybe dupe a bit to get some souls, so I can buy a green... so I can then upgrade the weapon to a divine weapon. And apparently, even though I did that, and even though I cheesed the game completely, I'm doing this very unfairly, I still can't manage for the life of me to even scratch this boss. We fought him like 5 or 6 times up until this point, and we still haven't managed even to come close to damaging it, and that's ridiculous to me. But okay. Nito, just you and me now, boy, just you and me. He himself isn't that difficult, I think. He does have some nasty attacks, but a lot of his attacks leave him open and vulnerable for you to hit him. This is one of those things that you just want to run away because he explodes. Okay, that has a lot bigger range than I initially thought. But you want to bait his attack, like stabbing attacks, and then get in and deal some damage that way. That's probably the safest way of going about it. And now he does this thing again, you just want to run back. And of course, if he does his underblade, underhand thing, and then obviously you just time it and you dodge at the right time. So you do what I haven't been doing for an entirety of this time. So we'll hear a scream. No? Oh, that's a grab attack, I think. Okay. You do the stabby attack? That's a swipey attack, not a stabby attack. I know I'm probably taking it a bit too easy. I mean, I should be a bit more aggressive, but can you blame me? Can you really blame me? I don't want to die more time against this guy than the gargoyles. Let's just say that the gargoyles were the hardest boss fight of this whole playthrough, and I think that's gonna serve everyone pretty well. I should definitely at least two-hand my weapon when I go in to deal some damage, because I do basically twice the amount of damage that I do with just a one-handed attack, so at least I can do that. Oh, that's a swipey attack, another swipey attack. Does he have a third one in his combo of swipey attacks? Unsure of that, but this is the... I could definitely get 3 attacks in if I time it a bit better. There we go. Almost halfway there, having a divine weapon without skeletons. There are 6 skeletons in the arena, and I think that the secret to beating him without triggering all of the skeletons would be to just wait in that one spot where you have the 3 little skeletons and then just him, and not to run to the area when there's the big ones and then just deal with those. It's still extremely difficult. I don't know how people do it, but I guess it is theoretically possible if you're good enough at the game and dodging. He himself isn't that hard of a boss, and it's definitely meant in the sense, when you fight him, it's definitely meant in the mind that you fight him with the skeletons. So it's definitely the skeletons are very much a part of this boss fight, like the actual boss is. Even though maybe I don't necessarily agree with this idea, because that's something that Dark Souls 2 does a lot as well. It just adds more enemies to the boss fight, and they're all considered a boss of sorts. But hey, that's life. That's the world we live in. Okay, 3 attacks, 1 running attack, which deals quite a significant amount of damage, and then just 2 basic two-handed attacks, which also deal quite a significant amount of damage, to be fair. So, okay, that's a swipe attack, another swipe attack, and now you're down and vulnerable. Okay, that was terrible. I can do 1 and then I will heal. That's a good way of going about it. Come on, Nito. You know what else is pretty neato? This weapon. It's actually pretty useful. I'm not sure if I found another weapon since then. I might have. I don't know why I didn't equip it. No. Damn it. Again, I'm overcompensating. But you can see that when you're close to him, he doesn't do those attacks that often. So even if you're bad at timing, like I am, you can still get away pretty easily. Yes! We managed to kill him. I did a heavy attack at the end. I thought I was gonna get him, and it did. So that was the only calculated move I did in this whole playthrough that actually panned out to be successful for me. Yeah, we got an achievement, and yeah. You might ask yourself why I don't have the achievements unlocked if I claim to have beaten the game before, and that's just because I had a version which was a non-Steam version for it, and that's basically it. That's the whole reason I had a non-Steam version. And then I just put it to Steam because it's much neater to have it in a library. But yeah, we managed to beat Nito. And this is his coffin, this is where he resided. Izzy is a pretty big guy, but even though our site is even bigger, what we have left to do is, well, 3 more Lord bosses and then the DLC, and that's also pretty much it. There's one more secret area I want to show you, but that's gonna come later, so we don't have to worry about that too much. We managed to beat the boss. Was quite excruciating. I won't say I had a lot of fun, but I am glad that it's over with, because now I think we enter into a much more palatable DLCs, not DLCs, but bosses, and just much more easier and manageable areas. So I hope that we'll tackle those in the next episodes, and I hope that you enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you next time.